and sisters, I'll be sharing to you the next two principles. And the title of this talk is Preparation. So this is important, right? If you want to be successful in life, we need to prepare. Amen?
Amen.
Tell the person beside you, you need to prepare.
I need to prepare.
Preparation, you know, is very important. Do you really believe that, do you believe that you are a winner?
Amen.
Amen? Parang hindi, ano?
I'm a champion. I'm a champion.
The mere fact that you are here, you are a winner, right? You need to believe that you are a winner because you have won a lot of battles in life. You have already won a lot of wars in life. And the fact that you are here listening to me is a clear indication and manifestation that you are indeed a winner. Tell the person beside you, you are a winner. You are a winner of many battles in life. You are a winner of many wars, that you have encountered in life. We are winners. In other words, you are a champion. And don't you know, brothers and sisters, that champions prepare more. Amen? Champions prepare more. So this is the big message that I'd like to share to you this afternoon. That if you are really a champion, if you are really a winner, you prepare more. So you don't prepare because you want to win. You don't prepare because you want to be a champion. You are already a champion. You are already a winner. That's why you prepare. Champions prepare more. This man, do you know this man? Brother Bo. Since he was 12 or 13 years old, he has been already, holding the microphone. In other words, he has been a speaker, a communicator, since he was a teenager. Maybe at the age of 13 or even earlier than that. He has been already holding the microphone. Brother Bo Sanchez. But do you know how he prepares his talk? His 20-minute talk in the feast? According to him, he prepares his talk for 2 full days. 2 full days. Wow! This is Brother Bo. He has been preaching, has been delivering talks for several years already in his life. For many, many years. In other words, he's already expert, in delivering his talk or his message. But when he prepares his talk, 2 full days in the privacy of his room. Because he knows in his heart that he's already a champion. He's a winner in this area. That's why he prepares more. When he came here in Queensland, he had been here already for, twice already he came, 2015, 2016. And I'm really blessed, brothers and sisters, because I had the opportunity, to chat with him. Back home in the Philippines, I never had a chance, to talk with this man because he's a very busy man in the Philippines. But when he came here in Australia, he had no other choice because I was his driver, okay? And he is now my captive audience. And I've got the chance to ask a lot of questions from him while I was driving for him, going to Gold Coast and some other places that we went during that time. And one of the questions I asked to Brother Bo during that time is, Brother Bo, how do you prepare your talk? And his answer, brothers and sisters, almost, it almost made me fell on the floor while driving. He told me, every time I step on live on stage, he told me, that's already my 4th talk. Wow! So where did he give his 3 talks? He delivered it in the privacy of his room, in front of the mirror. Oh my gosh. 3 times, for a 20-minute talk, he would deliver it in front of the mirror 3 times before he steps live on stage. And I was thinking about myself, when I give a talk, I never practice my talk. But since I heard this from Brother Bo, I tried practicing my talk. And because of lack of time, brothers and sisters, this is my 2nd delivery of my talk. Yeah. And yes, the point that I'm sharing to you this afternoon is this. Champions prepare more. Winners prepare more. So the reason why amateur don't prepare, because they are amateur, right? But when you're an expert, when you're a champion, when you are a winner, you prepare more. Okay, I'll be sharing to you the 3rd and 4th principles of success now, based on Proverbs. So this is the series that we are taking at the moment. And Proverbs chapter 9 verse 9 says, give instruction to a wise man, and he will be still wiser. Teach a righteous man, and he will increase in learning. So I'd like to bring your attention to these underlined words. Give instruction. Teach. So this will lead to the 3rd principle of success based on this verse. And we call it education. Can you read education?
Education.
Education. So it's, if you want to be successful in life, you need to be always a student. You need to be always a student all your life. In other words, you should always be learning until you die. Amen? Because the moment you stop learning, then that's it. So the 3rd principle is very important. If you want to achieve success in life, we should always be a student. We should always be learning some new things until you die. Amen? Parang ayaw Amen? Tell the person beside you, you should always be a student. That's why you come here in the feast, isn't it? And my dear friends, when we arrived here in Australia, I have decided to shift career. So you know that. So I had to study. And at the age of 45, when you start studying again another area, it's a bit of a challenge. Because your brain is a bit older already. It's already being used. It's already being abused. And parang sinasabi nila sa Tagalog yung mapurol na, no? Especially when you are memorizing some, technical words. And that's what I've experienced. But there was this excitement, brothers and sisters. Every time I learn something new, it excites me. Well, when you start learning other field or other area, it's like it's giving you another lease of life. And 5 years ago, I received my diploma in nursing. And as I've shared to you during the last feast that this year I'll be finishing another diploma. I'm not sharing this just to boast, brothers and sisters, but I'm sharing this to you to emphasize a point. That while you're still breathing, while you have life, remain to be a student. Have that passion to learn something new. Amen? It says by Conrad Hall, you're always a student, never a master. You have to keep moving forward. Amen? We're always a student, not a master. Because once you say that you have already mastered this area, then you're stuck. Because you stop learning. And let me ask you this question. Who are your mentors? Do you have mentors in life? Like financial mentors? Meron ba? Like family mentors? Like health mentors? Do you have mentors in life? So who are these mentors? You know, they are the people who are already living your dreams. In other words, they are the people who have already arrived at their destination, where you are heading to. So they are your mentors. They are the people who have experienced a lot in life. They are the people who have already arrived at their destination, where you are heading to. They are our mentors. They have already experienced about life. And there are two types of mentors. One is personal mentor, wherein there is this personal interaction. There's flesh and blood. You're facing a man or a woman, and you can interact with each other. So you can talk to him, and that person can talk back to you. So that's personal mentors. We've got also these virtual mentors. What do you mean by virtual? They can talk to you, but you cannot talk to them. Like for example, you're reading a book, right? A good book. You're absorbing a lot of beautiful stuff from that book, and that book is your virtual mentor. Or you're watching something, a very inspiring talk or preaching from the YouTube. That's a virtual mentor. And right now, because of technology, brothers and sisters, we can easily, access the internet, right? And we can have a lot of mentors, virtual mentors. It's really hard and difficult to get a personal mentor. But for virtual mentor, it's easy, right? You read a book, you watch something from the internet that would, enhance your skill. And they're really helping you to be, to become better persons or to become successful in life in your field. Like for example, in my case, so this giving or delivering of a talk is it's not easy, You're standing here and you deliver a word or a message. You need a lot of preparations. And you need a lot of mentors. So for me, I have 5 mentors, virtual mentors. 5 Filipino virtual mentors. 5 Filipino preachers. Aside from Brother Bo, I have another 5 that I watch almost every day. I study how they start their talk. I study the flow of their message. And I study their strategy on how they end their talk. And I would pick up some of their strategies and try to deliver it during my live talk. So they are my virtual mentors and they're helping me a lot. 5 of them, almost every day. I watch their preaching from YouTube. I know them, but they don't know me. I don't pay them, because they post their preaching on YouTube and it's free. And I'm learning a lot. And the very reason why I was able to, stand before you, brothers and sisters, for the past almost 5 years already, sharing the word here in Queensland. Well, aside from the grace of God, it's because of these mentors. Virtual mentors. It says in Proverbs 27:9, the heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense. The heartfelt counsel of a mentor is as sweet as perfume and an incense. You know, whatever we get from them, whatever we absorb from them, they are as sweet as perfume and incense for us. Because they make our lives, more successful. In our field, whatever field you're in life. Alright, it says here, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Gandhi says, live as if you were to die tomorrow. So if you're gonna die tomorrow, how do you live your life? And he followed this statement, learn as if you were to live forever. In other words, you should not stop learning. Gandhi said, you should not stop learning. Amen? You should not stop being a student. You should always be learning something new. Okay. Another verse from the Bible. Proverbs 18:15, it says, an intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. So this would lead me to my to the fourth principle of this series. It says, environment. So for us to become successful in life, we should not only, be educating ourselves, or we don't just need mentors, but we need an environment. We need peers. We need people in an environment who share the same aspirations like us. We need to be with people. We need to associate with people, whose dreams and aspirations are the same like ours. Amen? We need to associate with them. We need to be with them. People who, whose direction in life are the same like ours. In other words, you need to be in a championship environment. Championship environment. Let me ask you this question. Are you in a championship environment? Parang gano'n. Wala lang. Do you consider, the community as a championship environment?
Yes.
Amen? So if you are, if you've been a part of this community for quite a time, or you've just been here in this community, you are actually in a championship environment. Because you are with the people who share the same aspirations and dreams like yours. Our aspirations and dreams, brothers and sisters, that someday, each and every of us will reach our destination. To be with the Lord forever. Amen?
Amen.
And you are in a championship environment. You are with peers whose aspirations and dreams in life is the same like yours. I've been in this community, for the past 30 years already. So I'll be celebrating my 30th year in the light of Jesus this coming August 2017. Still remember the first time I attended an activity of the community. That was August 1987. And I was only 23 years old during that time, And from that time on, brothers and sisters, until today, I never left this championship environment. For a time when we were in the Couples for Christ, because there was no light of Jesus here, yes, but by heart, I was in this environment for 30 years. If light of Jesus is not a championship environment, then I wouldn't be here, standing in front of you. So you are blessed, amen? Tell the person beside you, you are blessed. For being in a championship environment. It is in this environment where I encountered true friends, I encountered brothers and sisters who just helped me fulfill my dreams and aspirations in life. Championship environment is when you are with peers who have the same aspirations and dreams like you. And they're actually helping you to fulfill and reach your dream and aspirations in life. Have you ever been in a group wherein that group is so negative, and whatever plan or whatever dream you have, they stop you from fulfilling those dreams. Instead of helping you out, inspiring and encouraging you, they do the opposite one. They are so negative. That's not a championship environment. Amen? That's a defeated environment. So you need to be in a championship environment in order to reach success. Championship environment. And another statement, powerful statement says, "Tell me who are the people you hang out with, and I will tell you your future." Tell me the people you hang out with, and I will tell you your future. And if you hang out with people who really love to eat, right? I would like to tell your future. If you hang out with people who love God, right? If you hang out with people who love people, if you hang out with people who love life, if you hang out with inspiring people, you will know your future. You will also be an inspiring person. You will also be an inspiring friend or a brother or a sister. Amen? And again, I'm really blessed, and I'm thankful to God, because at the age of 23, the Lord called me into this community. The first time I heard Brother Bo preach, he was 21, I was 23. And I still remember he was wearing yung tinatawag na trophy nice, the long sleeves with long necktie. And I still remember his looks during the time. And I told myself when I heard him preach, this is the community, or this is the family that I would like to spend the rest of my life. And I was true to my word, brothers and sisters. Because 30 years later, my wife and I were still here. We were boyfriends and girlfriends during that time. And my wife, she didn't want to come with me, at first. Because she's this conservative type. She doesn't want this, She doesn't want singing, clapping, She just wants to stay in the Blessed Sacrament. There's nothing wrong about that, about being quiet and having this solitude spirit in front of the Lord. There's nothing wrong about that. But she didn't want this, you raising of hands, crying. But for me, I really want it, So, but she doesn't have any choice because she loves me. So, out of her love for me, she would join me, in the prayer meeting of the Light of Jesus family. Until finally, I just observe her also raising her hands,
And clapping her hands.
I just observe her clapping her hands and observe her crying and swaying, And yes, tell me, who are the people you hang out with? And I will tell you your future. So if you hang out with holy people or people who are trying their best, to become closer to God every day of their lives, you will also become like them. Amen?
Amen.
Can we give a clap offering to our God? Hallelujah. Yes, I've been sharing to you about these two principles, education and environment. And as I end this talk, brothers and sisters, let me ask you this question. What should be the ultimate success that you want to aspire in life? So this series is all about success. It's how we should attain a more successful life in 2017. And where I'm teaching you about the principles. So we said education and environment. They are the key principles for you to attain success. But again, the question is, what should be the ultimate success that you want to aspire in life? You know, my dear friends, if you want to ask that question to me, this is what I would tell you. I've already achieved a lot of successes in life. In other words, I came from a far distance. You know, when I reached this stage in my life, I would consider myself a very successful man. Coming from a far distance. Being so poor in the family. You know, I think in our family, in our angkan, I was the first one who graduated from college. So I came from a very poor family in the province. But my grandparents who took care of me,
Bigyan ng tissue eh.
sorry,
Tubig lang.
well, this is my first time to cry, when delivering a word.
This is the first time.
Ikaw naman.
You know, my grandparents who took care of me, because I was only 4 years old when my mother died, and they took us in the province, and I've seen, the hardship and difficulties of their life, being a farmer. But my grandfather was a man of God. He was a pastor. He has a deep faith in God. And he told me, Emerson, I will try my best to support you in your studies. And this is my dream for you, that someday the cycle of our poverty will be cut off someday. My grandfather would just talk to me. So you just try your best to be an engineer someday. I was good in math during my high school days, so I've chosen engineering. And during my 5 years, really hard, brothers and sisters. There were even times when I don't have money, I just walk from Pasay to UA. I don't have money in my pocket, just to attend my class. That's how hard life during the time. And every time I was walking on the road, going to my class 7:30 in the morning, I would remember my grandfather. I would remember his face, sacrificing for me. And thanks be to God for 5 years. Yes, I was able to accomplish and fulfill my dream and the dream of my grandfather, for me to finish college. And that's, for me, success. I've gone that far. I may not have been promoted to vice president or what have you. No. I'm just a simple engineer during that time, and an unknown nurse at this point, and of course a faceless preacher at this point in time. But I came from a far, far distance. And as I stand before you this afternoon, brothers and sisters, I consider this a success for me. But again, if you want to ask this question to me, what should be the ultimate success that you want to aspire in life? My answer would be, is for me to become more and more like Jesus every day. That's my answer. It's not for me to become successful in my career. Yes, I'm already successful in my career, in my own humble way. But again, if you want to ask that question to me, what should be your ultimate goal of success in life? Is for me to become more and more like the Lord, like Jesus, in terms of loving other people, in terms of loving my wife, in terms of loving my son, in terms of serving, in terms of forgiving, in terms of understanding. That's my goal. That's my dream. That's my ultimate success that I would like to aspire in life, to become more and more like the Lord. How about you, brothers and sisters?